Okay, so now we are finally ready to begin with the pitches. The first pack will consist of 4 teams, and each team will be pitching for 4 minutes exactly, after which our jury will have 5 minutes to ask them questions, and after this you get the opportunity to ask them questions and give them your ideas as well. So, here we start. I want to welcome on stage Albisa.
Okay, hey everyone. In the world that we live now, people hardly find high quality articles in the web. That's why it's difficult for them to understand something quickly and effectively. Our problem, which is connected to the previous one, is incapability on the learning platform which provide articles to give a fast way on the user to get fast answers on their question or correct articles. What's our solutions? Our platform provides very good structured articles. The information is presented in a way enough understandable for everyone. There are 2.5D models and pictures which build strong association over the learning process. Besides our article component, we have components which gather all questions from each article in one place. With this way, you can observe very easy all questions with your correct articles. As you can see, our underlying magic is around our 2.5D models and the way that we present the information. As you can see, the model is very dynamic and it will be very easy to understand the article quickly. Knowledge graph. We have been working on algorithm which estimate what articles to suggest to the users depending on their interests. Our competition. Our main global competitor is Wikipedia. On local level, our Pomagao and Referati. Our platform is better than others because we have better approach in presenting the information. We have very good rating system based on your personal rating. We give a possibility to the user to get fast answers to their questions. And the last thing is, the user can constantly discover more and more articles thanks to our social network.
Our business model solves one major question about our platform. How we going to motivate you to create articles? So it's very simple. We offer a way to create free or paid articles. So if you are one of those open source guys, no problem, you can create and share articles for free and be happy. But if you're a professional, maybe a professor at the university or a teacher at high school, you can create the paid articles and we are going to charge with a percentage from the payments. Our target market for the first 6 months stays focused in Bulgaria and in the IT sector. After that, we are planning to expand to 3 more sectors and also start to get global. This is our team. So as you can see, we are looking for a designer. So if you feel like you can change the status of Mr. Unknown, please contact us after the presentation ends. Our key metric is our articles. So after 3 months, at the end of summer, we plan to release a public beta with 150 articles, 10 models and 10 mind maps. After 6 months, we plan to have more than 500 articles and 50% of them will have models or mind maps. Also, we plan to release a mobile and Kindle version. We can probably say that we are one of the teams with a huge traction during those 3 months. Some of the most important moments are shown on this timeline. So we made customer development, got some fun at our hackathon and also released a private beta. Now there are 9 beta testers and also 300 people in our waiting list. So please, if you like the idea, visit Albisa.com, be active and make the world better. Thank you.
Hey guys, I would like to ask you, who is the user? Basically, how you define the persona, the user? Because I think you have 2 basically. One is the article, the creator of the articles, and then the reader of the articles. I would strongly suggest to focus on the vertical, but I would like you to tell me who is the user and in which vertical you're going first, second.
At the beginning, we will start on IT sector because we have experience in this area, and maybe we will launch the platform in the Lyric Academy. And there are so many people that are in IT, and I think we will start in the IT sector.
Our users are Also the people who use Wikipedia, who use such as learning platforms. We target people that need to share or receive knowledge in a dynamic way, because...
Can you define them, like demographics, income, age, group of
age,
knowledge?
I don't
Any
know,
kind of
maybe anyone can use Wikipedia. But we will start, as Kamen said, from the Telerik Academy. After that, we are going to expand through the universities, because there lays a big problem with the centralizing the information and knowledge. There is no platform in the Bulgarian university where you can find some articles about what you're learning and to share some of your knowledge.
You mentioned that you have 9 users. What are they doing now on the platform?
Some of them are beta testing and finding some curious bugs. Also, 2 of them asked me if they can to create articles. I said no problem, the functionality is okay. So 2 of them started to create articles. Also, after the challenge finish, we plan in the next week to start joining the people from the waiting list, because we need to do some performance testing.
How you intend to advertise and to market your idea, your project?
Maybe in the university will be a lot more easier, because we have strong connections in Sofia University. Also, we have connections in...
Yes, but students are not enough.
No, but I talk for professors and teachers. So it will be very easy to say them, guys, please promote our platform in your courses. There won't be a problem. Also, the other way is through the social networks, but we already do this.
Okay, one for me. Have you considered adding video to the article wizards and creation? Are you putting the video element into these learning articles?
You talk at this moment or somewhere in the future?
Yeah, because now you say one of the things that makes you stand aside and up is these 2.5D models. And I remember we discussed video once in a while. So is this video in the pipeline now, or still?
We didn't discuss to add video. I mean that maybe in future we will be able to add videos. This is no problem, but at this moment we will stay only with the models, the mind maps, and the interactive way of creating articles.
Is it possible that you show us, I don't know, this laptop is connected to internet, but show us just one of the best articles according to you so far in the system in a minute? One of you, and the other one to elaborate on something. Yeah, can you help? Check. Yeah, just to see how it looks like, the best according to you so far. Yeah, I have a question. Meanwhile, could you elaborate a bit more on the business model? Who is paying? You say it's a hybrid model. Can you just explain a bit more?
The idea is to cover all kinds of people. So, who's paying? Maybe people who want revenue for creating an article, because everyone was telling us how you're going to motivate me. I won't share an article if I didn't get something. And we realized that the achievement system, the gamification, is enough, but for ITs. If we talk for other people, this is not enough. So we think about, and we're going to make this in the next few months. We already sent an email to Borica to ask them for plugin for the payments. So maybe soon, after we get answer, we can integrate this, and people can start earning by sharing.
So it's your turn. Does anybody have a question? Okay, come on.
That's all?
First, I think there were a few more questions from the jury, maybe.
One more question.
One more question for the jury before we continue with the audience. So.
I would like to ask you, who is responsible for validation of the information? Only the audience or somebody else?
Yes, as we said, we made customer development and we validated all the ideas that we implemented. We validate them in the universities. We asked students there, also asked them for the problem that persists with the centralized knowledge base. And how...
I mean the information in the articles.
Yeah, we have a very good rating system based on your personal rating, and everyone has a rated article, and some article who is not very good, it will be on the bottom of the page, and the best article will be on the top. And this is our criteria of the good article.
Yes, the people in the articles, so if your article is great, it will become one of the best articles, also will be promoted as a great article.
Okay, so thank you. Raul has a question.
What's your main differentiator from the wiki platforms like Wikidot or MediaWiki? And if it's the 2.5D model, can you tell us more about it? The software piece that renders the model, is it yours or is it some open source library? Do you have software to create such models so me as a content creator can just go inside albiz.com and create my model and do not learn Maya 3D and other 3D rendering? You get my question.
Yes, the 2.5D models are overlaid pictures, so it's really easy. With one wizard and 5 clicks, we will make it soon if there is interest in the models, just like now. So with 5 clicks, you will be able to create your model easy without knowing any programming languages and things like that. The wizard will do all the things. Also, there is no library, maybe jQuery. We are using jQuery.
Okay, so can you show us the wizard steps, or it's not done
No,
right now?
we are starting to create the wizard. Now we were focused to release prototype articles with these models, and after that, after we validate all the things, we will start to automate the process.
So it's not that hard to create 2.5D models?
Yes.
Maybe you should make it hard to create 2.5D models. That was my... Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Biza. Thank you so much. Okay, since we didn't have too much time for your questions and feedback, you can now use the post-it notes to enter your name, the name of Biza, and also your feedback or idea. And you can put it on any of these posters around the wall, so after the break is over. So now is the other team.
It's time for our next team. Testing agents, finally a working solution for understanding customers.
Hello, my name is Maria Eneva and I'm the founder of testagenti.com, where we help you understand your clients. If you're a website owner, you've probably already had these problems. You look at Google Analytics and whoa, you see a huge bounce rate. Then you look at your financials and you see that you haven't been performing so well, despite your amazing marketing strategy. And then you see that you haven't had so many visitors on your website lately. Again, despite fancy tools like Google AdWords or social media. So why don't you just ask your users what they want in order to stay on your website, to buy your product, to come back later again, and even to tell their friends about you? We help you do that by testing your website with real users. We help you set up the questions you want to ask your users. Then you tell us with what users you want to test your website. Our test agents start to work immediately. They record their screen, their mouse movement, and their voice while testing your website. This way, you receive their video recordings within just 2 days with their honest feedback and recommendations, and you can start improving your website. Our clients invest in themselves by subscribing to our service. We pay the test agents for their honest feedback. The real value here is that the test agents are actually the future real users of our clients. This way the money makes a circle between us, our test agents, and our clients. We reach our clients, of course, through email marketing, our salespeople, IT partners and software companies, social media and press, events, and of course our website. On the next graph you can see that we've listed our main competitors worldwide. We've spoken to UserZoom CEO, and he told us that in the usability testing industry, there is an exchange of resources between the companies. For example, they use usertesting.com's testers platform in order to later on evaluate the results. So actually they specialize only in usability analysis. And this all exchange of resources makes the service slower and more expensive. Here, our competitive advantage is that we offer an all-in-one solution for our clients. We're also going to specialize in multilingual testing very soon, where our clients will be able to test in any language they want. On the next graph, you can see how our testers database has been improving for the last month. Currently, we have over 200 registered and approved test agents, and we've tested 12 websites. The next two graphs show how different our test agents are. They come from very different demographic groups, so they fit every client's target group. Next, you can see how we started and what happened to us. We started in October with a great idea, and after some serious market research, we started creating our software. Then we launched our website in March, and just in a couple of months, we already had 100 approved user testers and 1 paying client. Now, we have launched a service promotion where our clients can test our service, and so we can receive feedback for them in order to improve our service. We also launched an English version of the website, and we already have 200 approved user testers and 2 more paying clients. I'm responsible for business development, Płamen is responsible for programming, and Evgeny is our media and sales person. Thank you. And if you want your website to be more user-friendly, go to testingagents.com. And if you want to become a user tester and a super cool test agent, go to testingagents.com/become-tester.
Hi guys, can you tell us a little bit about more about the people behind Testigenti, the team?
Yes, of course. So, should I go back? Yes. So my name is Maria Eneva, and I'm the founder of Testigenti. I have a bachelor in international management, and I have a master's in finance. I've worked for a couple of years in the finance industry, and I'm a first-time entrepreneur since October, so this is my first startup. But I have quite a lot of background in business and in finance. Płamen is a software engineer. He has worked as a freelancer for some time, I think 5 years, and he has built our whole software. And Evgeny can maybe talk about himself.
Hello, I'm learning telecommunications in Bulgarian University, specializing in management and regulation of the market. I'm still don't have the degree. That's my first startup. I joined the team about 2 months ago. And I give my great thanks for it.
Why do you need to have paid test agents? Can you just use the users that are going to these sites anyways?
Yes, we can do that. We're actually building this functionality of our platform now. But because it's so hard for a website, imagine an e-commerce website to just tell their clients, oh, please record a video of how you surf on our website. Not a lot of people will do that, and if they have the incentives of getting paid for it, and if this is actually their job to do that, they will be more likely to do it.
How much are they getting paid?
For about 15 minutes, they're getting paid 5 leva.
How you prove your test agents?
How we prove that? Yes. So the whole registration process is the following. They have to go to our website, register with an email and a password, put their demographic profile in a form, and then record a sample test where we give them one task and one website they have to test. They record a short video about 3 to 5 minutes, and then one of our team listens to these videos and approves the tester. So we pay attention to the way they speak, if they can speak clearly, loudly, if they can actually build good sentences, if they pay attention to detail, and of course if the software works on their computer. And if it is like this, then we approve them.
It's quite tricky to test a general purpose website. How do you profile actually the possible clients of these websites, the visitors? Because I believe most of your testers are kind of very ICT literate people. They are young people, and normally you get you have a profiling. Yeah, there's the tester age, but how this will map or match the target users of this website.
Yes, so here
you have this profiling like from the customer coming.
Yes. So the customers come to us and they say, I sell something, or my website does this. And usually they already know their target group, so they usually know who they're selling to. If they don't know it, or if they're missing something, we consult them about that. This is just a part of the demographic profile they can select. Not only age and work status, you can see here, just a second, here you can see on the step 2, they can select all these criteria to determine the demographic profile of their users. So they can select gender, age, computer experience, education, employment type, family status, usage of social media. This creates quite a good demographic profile for the target audience actually.
So are you sure your testers, they really match this, or they just declare that?
Well, of course, we're not
it's
allowed
not
to...
role-playing or something like that? No?
Yes, but we're not allowed to actually ask for proof because, of course...
So you trust them, okay?
Yes, of course, but every business functions like this actually. Our competitors work exactly the same way.
What's your, in one word, what is your competitive advantage to all the other competitors there? Because we see a lot of clicks there.
Yes. Our competitive advantage is that we offer all-in-one solution, from consulting them how they should do the test, to providing them with the user's database, to generating a usability report and recommendations how they can improve their website. And the whole thing in 2 days.
I noticed a slide with a lot of client logos. Was this to illustrate clients in general, or these are your approach?
These are not our clients. These are companies. Yes, Sergio. These are the companies who already have used usability testing. Well, there are actually many more. These are just some of them.
Of course. Tell us a little bit more about your sales process. How many potential customers have you already approached, and what's the conversion rate, what's their response, initial response, and how is it working out?
Okay. So first we started with cold calls, and we contacted about 40 businesses, mainly e-commerce businesses, so online shops. And also businesses who are like Groupon, you know, this, yeah. And the initial response was that our price is too high. So then we thought about it, and we think our price isn't too high. Rather, we had a wrong value proposition. So what we told them we offer was probably not enough to pay this price. So we completely changed our value proposition. And now we offer this full package, what I just described, and now our conversion rate, well, I wouldn't say skyrocket, but we have a conversion rate now, so we started gaining some clients after that. And after they exactly see what we offer them, we always show them a study we have already done. They trust us. And we also launched this free usability test where they can exactly see how we do it, so they can get to know us better and receive feedback from them so we can improve it further. So actually after this 40 clients, we started speaking with a bit larger companies, so insurances and banks, where we got, they tried to understand how can we further improve and what else do they need to improve our service. So basically, since we've spoken to clients, we've changed about 3 times what we offer them. So now I can even show you, just a second. So this is a video, but we're not going to play it. I showed it in the next competition. In the last competition, and here is for example, a part of the report from the demographic group. Here is how we describe a tester with 20 test agents, and how many women, how many men, so on. And here is the analysis of the video test. This is one problem we found. So we first describe the problem, then we say where is it exactly on the website, then we say what the users exactly said about this problem, and then we put a screenshot where the problem is.
Okay, back to sales again.
Yeah.
Do you already have any numbers in mind about potential revenue?
Excuse me?
Do you already have projected revenues for the next year? Or?
No, we don't, because we're going international soon, so we still want to try this international market to see what's going to happen to us. So we started 3 months ago making projections, but we saw that it's not true what we're going to project, so there's no point of trying to project anything.
So you said you started with e-commerce sites. What if your testers encounter kind of security breaches or something like that?
A meaning?
Well, I mean, if they find, while testing usability, they find a kind of vulnerabilities in security, like asking some personal data or something crashing on the site. Do you have partner doing that?
Yes. So first, if the website requires that the client has to state it, again I have to go back. If you notice here, additional requirements. We tell the client, if the user has to register with an email or with a telephone, with an address or something, either you state this or you give them the address or the telephone number they have to register with. Or
that's fine, that's about the profiling, but just your testers while testing for usability, if they encounter some vulnerabilities crashing on the website which they jeopardy on security.
Exactly.
Do you have a standard procedure how to handle this? And you have partners who are dealing with security, information security and all the other things? If not, just think about that, because that's the major threat for the e-commerce sites.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
One question from the audience. Are there any?
Hi, do you think of integrating eye tracking into your testing in some way?
Yes, this is a different software we have to use for that. It's a great idea, it's a great tool. Currently we don't have it, and in the near future we haven't planned on integrating it, but we know about this feature, so probably in the future we will think about doing this as well.
Thank you. Please give us your applause. Now let's again remind you that you can leave your feedback on the green sticky notes for testing agents.
Yes, and afterwards you will be able to stick them around the walls. And now, anybody loves riding a bike here? Woo! Okay, so give a round of applause for Velo Velo.
Hello, we are Velo Velo. We design and assemble custom bikes tailored to personal style and needs. As you already know, such bikes are difficult to find in Bulgaria and they're quite expensive abroad. What you can find on the Bulgarian market are products from the mass producers. Only RAM out of all offers design, custom design, but only for mountain bikes. We, on the other hand, do city bikes. Our competitive advantage is quality and custom design. Our strategy is differentiation strategy on a niche market. Now I'm going to show you some pictures of our customers to give you an idea of our target market. All of them value quality and can afford it. These are, for example, Nia, she's a marketing manager. Ivo is an actor. Sasho is an entrepreneur, the bedhouse man. Radatu, she's an ice climbing champion. And Nikki, Iskra, and Rumi are family people with children. Up until now, our sales were mostly based on word of mouth. And to grow, we are going to focus on 3 major distribution channels. A shop, business to business, with other retail stores, and a website. Up until now, we have already negotiated a couple of business to business with other sales with other retail shops that match our image criteria. What else have we done? We've sold 30 bikes, 4 of them in the last couple of weeks. We have a Facebook page with more than 800 people. We have a website ready, and we have started negotiations with potential suppliers and possible partners. From now on, for the future, we have pointed out 3 scenarios for our business. Either we make a partnership with a Bulgarian manufacturer and our results from the negotiations are going to be clear in mid-July, or we import from Asia, which is going to be a big investment, or we import from Europe, maybe Ireland or the Netherlands, where we already have contacts. We also are going to open a shop. This is going to help us create our brand and give us extra income from repair services and events. This is going to be the place where all bike lovers can come together and, most importantly, create the bike that they are dreaming of. So you already know most of the people from the team. This is Martin, Peter is in Varna, they're our 2 mechanics. Biljana is responsible for business development, Rossi is our sales, and I do the PR and communications. So you can check out our website, and if you want us to make a bike, just give us a call. Thanks.
Hi guys, I was just also checking the web for similar companies, and I think I can find a company like this in each country. What's your plan? How do you think you can make this business huge? If you can, I don't know if you have thought. What I'm asking is like ideas about places where designer bikes can be shopped internationally, if this is possible, if support of the bikes internationally is possible, or if you plan to expand to partners or to local offices. Just your idea and vision for the future.
Of course, we are planning to start from here first, to start locally, and then our plan is because we already have contacts with foreign companies, not necessarily companies like this, but foreign places that people are interested, for example, in Berlin, in France, that they do ride these kind of bikes there, and they're very expensive. So we're planning to start first with the small shops there, and to like the retail B2B with the shops, and then to grow.
And how do you plan to build a brand?
The brand? Of course, yes. Yes, first, that's probably the most important thing of everything, besides making the bikes. Our plan for Bulgaria, for Sofia first, is to create a place that is very unique, and not only people will be able to see how the bikes are made, to be able to touch and feel. And we are planning to build a brand like you market luxury goods, not mass marketing, mass media and so on, but exactly like a luxury good, having blog articles, having articles in more trendy magazines,
having events that are branded by us. Another thing that we're discussing with some of the most famous actors in Bulgaria here to be kind of faces of our campaign.
What's the alternative now, that people can do the customization themselves, or how does it work now?
They don't do it actually. There are some people that are bike lovers, and they do it themselves, but most of the people try to look for mechanics. Yeah.
You can't actually do it in Bulgaria. You have to know the bikes to do it by yourself. So there's no place you can go and ask for a bike like this.
How much does a bike like this cost?
Around 800 leva.
And you're making how much on that?
How many?
How much money you're making?
25% gross profit. It's not. 25.
Do you have the potential, I ask the mechanic, to create all kinds of bikes, for example, for professionalists or carbon bikes and so on, or you're focused only on these kinds of bikes?
We could make bike for everybody. Even if you are from Mars and you want a bike, we could make it.
Okay.
Actually, this is an example of a professional bike, not ridden anymore, but it's a professional bike for these competitions. Which I don't know.
Say one more thing. Early in the morning, we were just discussing how this kind of sport can develop in Bulgaria because we already have the kultur.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your progress with the value chain and the supply chain that we discussed before. How did you manage to ensure that you don't have to put a lot of money into inventory and still be able to cope with increasing, hopefully, demand for your bikes? And another question is, how do you plan to increase the speed of production? Hopefully 30 bikes are doable now for 2 mechanics, but what about 300? How many people will you need and how do you gonna train them?
Okay, for the first question, we have a meeting next week with one of the Bulgarian manufacturers that probably will be most interested in this kind of project. So this is the stage of the progress with them. For China, we already told you about it. It's very expensive from there to import. We can import parts from there, but the investment will be huge for 100,000 euro for one container. With all the taxes, the big taxes. And the other thing that we have done so far with one guy from Netherlands and one guy from Ireland, there's a chance that we can import from there, from smaller quantities.
Still enough to meet the demand, which is going to be cheaper. But we still need to look at the bikes and evaluate whether they're going to be the quality that we need.
Are you importing the frames or you're buying them?
Right now we're buying them. No, right now we're buying, and the plan is to. Yeah.
Otherwise it cannot be customized.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And the second question. We will need more resources, of course. For 300 bikes, it won't be enough with 2 mechanics. We need more people, and that means, more toolkits, everything. So we increase the resources.
So you're going to hire new people, train them, get them on board. Maybe some of them will work in this shop that you're planning to open. How is the cost structure going to work with you? Do you have a business plan already?
Yeah, we do have a business plan, and the thing with bikes is that it's seasonal. So usually during the summer, the average number of people that enter your shop are around 100, and 50 of them need just small repairs, 50% need more repair, and then in the winter, of course, this number is pretty low. So we're going to adjust our resources of people according to seasonality, and the number.
just to add something. For now, these 30 bikes, for example, the hardest part is finding the bike parts. So that's why it's so slow, the process. If we have the bikes, one bike will be ready in 2 hours. So this is very faster turnover.
Okay. A quick question on who picked up this domain name of you? Who found the domain name? Velo. Yes.
It's named after the brand Velo. the Martin and Peter, they have already started doing the bikes by the name of Velo.
You started these bikes because that's a famous French magazine in Velo.
Velo.com.
Yeah, and if you start selling international, this might be a problem with the internet IP. So you may think on that. That's one thing. And second, because you mentioned, I believe in the ideas presentation that in addition to custom-made bikes, you may have collector's items there. You may supply. Did you have at least one request on that? One out of these 30 bikes you sold, one of the collector's items or something like that? It's like this one is from famous champion? Or?
This one is made for the Bulgarian national team 30 years ago. And
so do you have requests on this kind of collector's items from?
Yeah, we have at least 5 bikes, one for around 10,000 level. You could check on the site.
So you could plan some auctioning on that as well. Okay.
So guys, I was listening to Dragomir Kozov from Drag. I don't remember the event, but it was the exact same presentation. Drag is the brand, and we're creating custom-made bikes for people that love biking. So my question to you is, where should you focus, on the brand or on the manufacturing and distribution? Because if you try to manufacture, distribute and create the brand all together, you may need a huge financing for this. So do you plan to build a brand and after this go to Drag and say, okay, we'll license you our brand, you create the bikes, you have the large-scale manufacturing, and we will get revenue when you sell our brand. So this is my question.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the presentation, our strategy is differentiation in a niche market, and this means we are creating the brand first. And then
on the other hand, Drag do custom bikes, but they do mountain bikes. These are city bikes and road bikes. And actually they don't do custom bikes. He can tell you better.
There's no difference between a city bike and a mountain bike. Maybe I'm not it was the exact same presentation with the exact same kind of proposition. It's the brand, people love the brand, and we do custom bikes. So maybe something about this. Because Drag has manufacturing power, you can be the cool brand.
yeah, once you start looking for a bike, if you want to bike, you figure it out. If you try a drag bike, you see the quality, and then you come to us.
Our next theme, we will see how social can a corporation get. Applause for Social 365.
Hi, my name is Simeon. I'm here to present Social 365 Corporate Social Internet. These days everybody is social. Everybody is social at their house, they're social on the protest with some hashtags, they're social everywhere, but not so social in the company they're working on. Also, for the companies they use such solutions like wiki, like chats and etc., but they're multi-different cores, multi-logging processing, and the employee is confusing to using all of them in different ways. Also, there is no such solution like skill sharing, so each new person should go and start learning from the beginning with the problem what their colleagues already have. Here comes our solutions, corporate social internets, where you can easily manage your teams, you can participate to company events, you can skill sharing, you can find employees with perfect skills and knowledge for certain tasks. Our main competitors are Yammer, SocialCast by VMware, and Jive. Why we are better? We have multi-language customization platform on module based, so you can easily switch on and switch off the modules you don't like and you don't need for your company on your language with your logo and with your colors. And it's also provided as white label, so it can be secured on your server and just for your use. Our business model are three main ways. The first one is a software as a service premium, where the company pays just for the number of users they're using the platform, and it's up to 10 persons for free. The second one is white label on-premise solution, where you can buy the license of the version and then promote it, we upload it in your server, then you use it there. And the third one is the module market, where you can just have some solution and just buy the module you like and embed it in your own solution or the solution you already have there. We also have business potential with customizations, with service agreement, with the clients, and etc. The market trends are very huge. For the last 3 years, the market grows almost twice, and for this year is estimated for $4.6 billion for the Enterprise 2.0 solution. The social platforms are on top of the email communication right now, and it's the multi-million market for the companies, alumni clubs, universities, and etc. Our team is me, Simeon Sofroniev. I'm business development and UX consulting, and Daniel Urnov, he's a software architect and developer. We're co-founders of myteam.bg, so we know how to do social. For the last 3 months, we released our beta testing, beta version of the product. I quit the job, so I'm fully dedicated now for the product. And for the business development, we finish our customer development phase, so we know what exactly the company and the alumni clubs need and how we're gonna do it. And also we have early adopters, like Tuktam organizations, Start Smart organizations. They're gonna use our open platform with easy login and etc. And we have a custom solution for Nemetschek, and we provide 2 interviews with them, and we cover more than 80% of their needs for intranet. And also we have a lot of resellers and partners what gonna promote us and resell us in the near future. So thank you. You can find us on our website and request a demo. Thank you.
What exactly is corporate internet social platform? What does it do? What is the value proposition for the businesses, and for which businesses is usable?
So it's a platform where each members of one company can communicate each other, they can follow each other, they can post some nice topics for work or for some tasks. They also can upload documents regarding the work they are doing. They also are grouped in the teams or in the clubs of interest, so each team has a team lead. He can organize easily his team, he can request like a task, so he can make a meeting for this team. And also for the clubs of interest, they can group each other for some specific hobbies and interests, like playing soccer or playing video games after work or etc. So they can group there. They also can apply for company events like promotions, courses, presentations, team buildings, and etc. Also, they got internal newsletter just for the employees. They got e-learning platform inside, so each new employee can be assigned to some documents to read and to know what are the internal of the company things. So we have a lot of modules in the future also. Yeah, it's gonna be all this in one platform.
I have one question actually to start it smart. Are you using the platform now? And do you think you will continue to use it? What is your initial feedback?
We just started before a few days because we had not much time because we organized some events. Probably we will use it for our group meetings and for cooperation with our friends.
And for just because you mentioned one of the early adopters, for Tuktam we already upload their solution, so we're just finalizing the registration process, and it's going to be up next week and live, so you can easily find it there, and they're going to have more than 3,000 users at September for career days. And at the end of this month I got the third meeting with Nemecek for final discussion about the price and etc.
So what are your, let's say, 3 major milestones that you're pursuing by the next 6 months or 12 months? Where do you want to take this?
So the first one is, for sure I would like to make one sale of the product, and then I will continue searching for investing, because it's a B2B product, and without investing it's very hard to go in that market. So this is the second one, and the third one is continue to love the product and to believe that it will succeed. The perfect client will be a multi-language international company with a lot of offices, and where they can have one platform, like some car selling, like Mod for Mercedes or Audi or something, where they have a lot of offices worldwide, and they will use one platform to find and communicate and to build one community, so they will love the brand. So multi-language, multi-international companies. Yeah. So first we're going to start with the SMB market, so small and medium companies, and for the stage 2 of the product we have a lot of new functionality what will attract the big ones. Like we will have marketing research, like who is using the employees for what's his age, when he's using, early in the mornings, late, for what, and etc. We have also like internal communication process, so it will replace all the messengers like Skype, ICQ, and etc. So they're going to use our messaging platform. So all this in one place is going to be attractive for the big companies. And also the module market, the module based, is that you can customize your platform. So if you want the for being able to rent a meeting room, we have this one. If you want to rent a car because you got the like selling team, then you will get this rent a car and etc. So you can customize easily your platform. So I think it's going to be a huge thing.
And will the company could control and observe the information in the platform?
Yeah, actually the information what is posted there, it's controlled by an administrator who have rights to disable and enable users and posts, so he can easily delete posts, teams, and etc. Also we have multi-level users, like we have team leaders, we have end users, we have administrators, and also because it's internal, like the white label one, it's internal in your server, so it's secured by you. So no kind of company information goes out. But it's based like in your company, if you give some document to somebody online, he can easily print it and take it out of the office. So it's based on the employees. We cannot secure that one. This was the question.
Hi. So I'm looking at project management tools right now for a project. Is this more social, or can I use this for allocating tasks, keeping track of resources and budgets, etc.?
Yeah, actually right now it's more social oriented, but in the near future we plan to have some timeline tasking, like first do this task and then when you complete the first one go to stage 2, and there's going to be a pipeline for tasking for some person, so the team leader can assign a task, but it's going to be a near future with the phase 2, but now it's more social. Okay. Like instead of using Facebook, just use it here with your colleagues and your friends in company, because you spend 8 hours a day with these guys, so you should be friends with them and to love them, not job hopping all the time.
Okay, and I have a second part to the same question. If I had, you talk about offices in different countries and so forth. If you have people that are partners with a company, is it possible that, for instance, my organization has its own intranet and that overlaps, so that whoever in my organization is working with another customer can be accessing their social network, their people, at least on a limited basis?
So we have, as I mentioned, we have 2 platforms now. One is open module and another one is private module. So the open module is easy to register everyone. Tuktam is using this module. So they have also Facebook account connection there, so they can easily log in with Facebook. We have also in development for Gmail and all apps and all authorizations, so everyone in the organization can easily log in there for free on a free registration phase. Thank you.
Again, you can give your feedback for Social 365 on your green sticky notes.
Okay, we've now heard 4 out of our 9 teams. So 5 more to go, but before this we'll give you a chance to get some energy and put your stickies around the walls. So all the comments you've written down, you can put them now there. Also don't forget to vote with the hashtag AudiProgress for your favorite team. And now it's time for coffee break. Please be back here in 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you.